I actually didn't have any desire to learn Arabic at the beginning. I had never even thought about it. It was something totally foreign to me. When I got off my mission, I really wanted to be a seminary teacher, because I thought that teaching the gospel is something that I just love, and I could do this for the rest of my life and just love it. So I went into here at BYU to the advisement office. So I didn't understand it, or I didn't know exactly what my options were. I thought there was an ancient Middle Eastern studies major or something that combined Jewish culture and history and Arabic culture and history and things like that, and kind of put it all together. I found out that there were actually two. There was the ancient Near Eastern studies major and then the Middle Eastern studies major. So I thought, well, I want to be a seminary teacher, so I probably need to do the ancient Near Eastern studies major, because that'll teach me about ancient Judaism and Israel and all that type of stuff. So I went into the counseling office, and there was a wall with a bunch of sheets on the wall for different majors, talking about the classes and the requirements and things like that. So I picked up the ancient Near Eastern studies major, and right next to it there was an orange one, like a dark red orange one, that was Middle Eastern studies. And I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. It just sounds interesting. I'll just look at that. So I pulled that one out too. And while I was sitting in the lobby just waiting for my counselor, who I was going to talk to her about ancient Near Eastern studies and what classes I need to work on and how to get this all going. So I was sitting there just waiting for her and reading through the ancient Near Eastern studies sheet. Then once I finished it, I went to the Middle Eastern studies sheet and started reading that. And as I read, for some reason, I started getting the impression that this was the major I'm supposed to go into. And I totally rejected that for the first probably month or 2 months, because I had no idea. I didn't know anything about Arabic or the Middle East, or it was just this foreign idea. It's like maybe China to me is still foreign in that way, or Mongolia. I just didn't know anything about it. I know where it is on the map, but that's most of what I know about it. Same idea of what it was for this Middle Eastern studies idea. So I was just rejecting it and rejecting it. Finally, the Lord kind of got on me enough, so to speak, that I said, okay, I'll do it. And I remember saying, Heavenly Father, I will do this, but please just make me excited about it, because I'm just not excited about this. And so if it's what I'm supposed to do, please just help me somehow to be excited about this. And I had some experiences later that kind of helped me connect puzzle pieces of what my future is supposed to be like, and how this piece is going to connect with that piece. And I saw how Arabic and Middle Eastern studies was one of those puzzle pieces. So all of a sudden I got really excited, and I realized, wow, what an answer to a prayer, because this is exactly what I asked for. So ever since then I've been doing Arabic. My innate skills are not in language learning. It's not something that's easy for me. I like science, I like math. Those things come really easy for me, but learning a language was really hard. And I'd never learned a new language before, so I'd never experienced that before. I'd never experienced communicating ideas in this different syntax and structure and using different words. I'd never experienced not thinking in English or not talking in English, at least as far as I can remember. And so I had to unlearn some of those to be able to learn other skills and things like that. And it took hard work and dedication were probably some of the biggest things that allowed me to learn Arabic. But one of the great things that allowed me to learn, that's one of the benefits that I had, which is the same thing that missionaries had, is I knew that the Lord had directed me to learn Arabic. And so I felt comfortable praying and asking for help to get good at Arabic. and not so that I could get good grades, but just so that I could be ready for whatever work He has for me in the future. So I asked I could pray for the gift of tongues and the interpretation of tongues. I felt comfortable doing that, and that really made a big difference. That probably actually was the biggest difference. But it still took really hard work, and I still had to work really hard at it. And there are different sounds that I would have to learn. Like there's a letter called the Ein, and it's you don't have it in English.